As we get towards the end of the season, it's not looking great for the Chargers, but they still have a chance now at 6-6. They do have the best point differential in the division, but it's not really looking good for them. An issue for the Chargers this year has been consistency. They've lost winnable games, and that's made them 6-6. They're going to need to stay consistent these last 4 games if they want to make it. And they have a tough stretch towards the end of the season. Their next 3 games are all on the road. This is their last home game of probably the whole season. Definitely the regular season. And 2 of those 3 games are against divisional foes in the Broncos and Chiefs. So those should not be fun games. Chargers have had a weird schedule. This is their first time playing a divisional opponent since week 3. They played against the Chiefs, Raiders, and Broncos the first 3 weeks of the season and have not played any of them since. As Rivers on first down under pressure, but he finds a wide open Melvin Gordon who gets past the 50 to the 45. First 3 weeks against divisional opponents, the only time they were on the road was against the Raiders, and that was their only win, as the Chargers blew out the Raiders 34-7. It's on third down, Rivers. He's going to look deep for Mike Williams, and that's not even Mike Williams. That's Neil Lee. Neil Lee actually made that catch. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that. Go on the 1, it looks like the Chargers are going to pull off the Seahawks, and the Chargers will take it in with Phillip Rivers. That's going to be a Chargers touchdown. So sorry I didn't show that like a normal play. I accidentally pressed retake. So, yeah. Normally I don't show extra points either, but I just wanted to say that during this extra point. Because, yeah, since week 10 the Chargers have not faced a rookie quarterback. Week 11, Niners had Wyatt Tynes. Week 12, Ravens had Carson Magna. And Week 13, the Steelers have Will Case Vehorn. As Lynch gets it on first down, Lynch last season caused his defense a lot of nightmares. We don't really want to bring that game up. Play from Derek Carter, Marshawn Lynch. The play was called back on a holding by the left tackle David Sharp, making it 2nd and 15. As Lynch gets the ball. Lynch does actually get a first down. He makes up the yards, and there's an injured player. It's not Marshawn Lynch, probably a Charger, which is not good. The injured player is not a Charger. It's actually Amari Cooper, who dislocated his elbow. So the Raiders, yeah, that's a major L. 2nd and 13 on the 29 for the Raiders. Marshawn Lynch feeling Raider in the backfield on 2nd down. As Carr will hand it back off to Lynch. Leonard Worrell, the rookie, with a huge stop. He's been very good as of lately. As is he hurt? Oh, I thought he was hurt. That scared me. Worrell's the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He has a fumble force or 2 interceptions, which were both late in a game, and then 4.5 sacks as well. And he leads the Chargers in tackles. As on 3rd down, Carr's going to scramble. Carr will lose the football, and it's recovered by Tre'Davious White and the Chargers. Raiders are in a very similar spot as the Chargers. Chargers are 6-6. Raiders are 5-6-1. They tied week 1. As the Raiders, if they lose this game, they're pretty much done. As on first down, Mario Edwards Jr., the former Florida State Seminole, with the sack. 3rd and 16 on the 46. Melvin Gordon for running back in the backfield. Rivers fake handoff to Gordon. Rivers looking for a slot receiver, Aldrick Robinson, who holds on to the ball. Aldrick Robinson continuing his great season, as ever since he's gotten to start in the slot over Neil Lee, he's been really good. Chargers attempted a 54-yard field goal with Matt Prater. Was no good, so it's still 7-0. Matt Prater's missed a few kicks this year, but I think 54 yards is probably his shortest miss. As on 2nd down, hand off to Lynch, and Beast Mode gets by 2 defenders and Marshawn Lynch. It's too easy for him. I believe that was the 2 safeties, Trey Boston and Jahil Adaye, and that's going to be a Raiders touchdown as Marshawn Lynch continuing what we did back in season number 1, week 6 or 7. If you guys don't know what Marshawn Lynch did to us last year, ran for over 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, it's not fun. Hand off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon with a juke. Nice gain from Gordon. That's pretty much going to end the quarter with a 7-7 tie. 3rd and 2 on the 47-yard line for the Chargers. Melvin Gordon running back in the backfield. Rivers. He will hand it off to Gordon. Gordon does not get the first down, making it 4th and 1. Chargers offense will return to the field. They already missed a field goal. Let's see if they're not going to get 4th down once again. It's a fake handoff to the fullback. Tossed to Gordon, and he does not get it, and the Raiders will get the ball back. Chargers threw his first pass of the game. That's how many times they've ran it. Carr did not throw a single pass in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 on the 32 after the pass. It's another pass No, it's not. It's actually going to be a sack by Joey Bosa, who has a bunch of those this year. After only running the ball, all the Raiders have done this drive is pass it, which is surprising to say the least. Now on 3rd and 14, Jared Cook in the backfield. It's going to be a pass, and there's a wide open man for the Raiders with a spin move. Can't really tell who that is, but he gets past the 10 to the 7-yard line. Who is that? It is Hayes. I think he must be an auto-generator. Third and goal on the 6 for the Raiders. This Carr will pass it. Carr has time. He finds a pretty much wide open man. I think that's Cordero Patterson. And that's going to be a Raiders touchdown, giving them the lead. Some points this drive, or else it's not going to be looking good, and the Raiders would be able to continue to chop away at the Chargers' momentum. It's on 2nd and 5. Rivers. He's going to look down the field for a wide open Melvin Gordon, and it's going to be caught by Gordon, 70 yards. Melvin. Well, there goes that. Kids, don't showboat. It's incredibly stupid. Anyway, 1st and 10 on the 24 for Raiders. Carr. It's going to be a pass. Carr, under a little bit of pressure. It's going to be caught by Crabapple. All the Raiders did in the first quarter was running. All they did in the second quarter was pass. As pass just keeps on rolling. On the 13 for the Chargers. They could use a turnover here. And we're almost at a 2-minute warning, too. So the Chargers definitely need to get some more points before the end of the half. As on 3rd and 2, Carr. It's going to be a fake handoff. He's under a little bit of pressure, but of course, still going to complete the pass. The receiver ran out of bounds. I don't know why the game took 5 seconds off the clock. Now we're at the 2-minute warning. That's incredibly stupid. Probably going to be a run play. And it's not a run play, and Carr's going to be sacked by Corey Legion. And goal on the 17 for the Raiders. As Carr will pass it. He's under more pressure. He's going to be sacked again, this time by the other defensive tackle, Rashard Street, and another defender was there. 3rd and goal on the 28, as Carr will be sacked again, this time by Leonard Worrell, and it looks like Melvin Ingram was there too. After the Melvin Ingram and Leonard Worrell sack, I called the timeout, but it didn't register, and now there's 31 seconds left. On the bright side, we have 3 timeouts, I guess. As Gordon breaks a tackle. 2nd and 7 now on the 24. 25 seconds remaining. Because this game is dumb. As Rivers scrambling with it. Rivers, he's just going to look short for Levine Toilolo. And Toilolo with a nice gain. 6 seconds left. The Chargers, I don't know if they're going to try to lob it or go with a short pass and run out of bounds. As it looks like it's not going to be a lob. Rivers will be sacked. There goes the Chargers' chances of scoring. Ugly first half is in the books, with the Raiders having a 17-7 lead. 2nd and 10 on the 33. Carr will hand it back off to Lynch. Lynch now has more carries in this quarter than he did at all of last quarter, and there's an injured player. Don't know who it is. Hopefully it's not a Charger. And it's Jahil Adaye, who's a pretty key starter on this team, so that's 6 on the 37 for the Raiders. Clock obviously stopped, with Adaye getting hurt on the last play. As Carr will look to throw it. He is all day. No, he doesn't. He's going to be sacked by Joey Bosa. And it looks like Legion was there as well. This is the Chargers' chance to come back. And they're going to need 97 yards. Also, Jahil Adaye injury update. Bruce Sternum's going to be out for the game. Whenever there's Bruce Sternum's, they're going to be completely fine for the next game. So he should be good. Gordon gains 3. 7 on the 6 for the Chargers. This, I don't really want to say this is the game because we just started the second half, but this is, great. Just great. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. This might be it. I don't really want to say that because we just started the second half. Raiders only up by 12, but yeah, you get what I mean. As Carr will, okay, now that's just sad. Jared Cook to about the 20-yard, 21. 13 on the 24 for the Raiders. As Carr will pass it. Carr under pressure. Joey Bosa fumbles for. Joey Bosa with the fumble force, recovered by the Chargers, and the Chargers still have life. Big 3rd and 8 if the Chargers don't really want a field goal. As field goal won't really help too much. As Rivers under a lot of pressure, he's going to be sacked, pretty much knocking the Chargers out of field goal range. The Chargers are not going to go for it, they're just going to punt it. Kaiser Valazer, of course, is the one punting it. And wait a second, it's a fake. And it's going to be caught by Williams. And that's going to be a Chargers first down. Chargers have been gutsy today on fourth down, and it hasn't really worked, but there we go. It works. There. Now the Chargers are almost in the red zone. As the first play after the fake punt, Mike Williams, 2 hands for safety. That's going to be a Chargers touchdown, and they're back in this game. Back up for Raiders offense. Last drive, they fumbled it. Let's see if they can do better. As Jared Cook in the backfield, as well as Carr. And Lynch is Joey Bosa once again getting to Derek Carr. 14 for the Raiders. Pretty big play for their offense. Let's see if they can keep momentum, or if the Chargers will continue to take it. As Carr will find Lynch. Lynch with a juke, but Leonard Worrell is there. No first down, and Lynch is actually hurt. Looks like he's grabbing at his shoulder. He's got a 3 and out, and no one could touch Cordero Patterson. It was actually the punter, Drew Kaiser, who ended up tackling Cordero Patterson. He spin moved by like 6 players. It's Carr on first down. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked again, and he's going to lose the football again. Rashard Street and Melvin Ingram were both there, and Melvin Ingram recovered it. And this Raiders offensive line's just been ice cold. The Chargers had to punt, and it wasn't looking great for them. First play of the new drive, especially after Cordero Patterson had an insane return. As Rivers on first down. He's going to scramble a little bit. He's going to be sacked by Mario Edwards for a second time after the big sack by Super Mario Edwards. As Rivers. He has time. He's going to look for Mike Williams, and it's caught by Williams. That's going to be a first down. Second and 10 of a 24 for the Chargers. 7.5 minutes left, or at least in regulation. Rivers hands it off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He won't go down after gaining like 9 yards. 3rd and 1. The Chargers are now in the red zone. Rivers hands it off to Gordon. Gordon, he is stuffed up by Mario Edwards, I believe. And the Chargers are going to have to settle for a field goal, keeping the Raiders their lead. Matt told me to go for it, but who needs to listen to Madden? I figured there's 6 minutes, now 5 minutes, but at the time, 6 minutes left in this game. Let's just make it a little closer. And that's what we did by tacking on the field goal. As on 3rd down, nice play from Kyle Emanuel, and the Chargers will get the ball right back. Left for the Chargers. They're down by 2. There's still plenty of time, though. Not great field position, though, as Rivers on first down. He's going to scramble. He's going to look for Aldrick Robinson. 2 feet in bounds at the Chargers' first down. 3rd and 4 for the Chargers at the 38. They can get a first down. They can lure some momentum their way. As Rivers, he's going to look short for Mike Williams, who does not get it, and it's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1, the Chargers decided to play it safe and punted it away. So now the Raiders have the ball back. It's 3rd and 6. Pretty big play here as Carr will pass it. Carr under pressure. It's a screen for Rashard. Rashard has the first down. Jukes by Trey Boston, and finally gets brought down to the 38. Big 3rd and 7. If the Raiders get this, it might be game over for the Chargers. Rashard and Carr in the backfield. As Carr, is he going to pass it? Yup. Carr will pass it. Derek Carr has time. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by I almost said the Cardinals, by Corey Leggett, who's had a great game, him and Rashard Street. And the Raiders are going to have once again, the game didn't register my timeout, and then we have a minute left. On the bright side, we have an extra timeout, so now we're at 2. As we're starting off on the 10-yard line, which is even better news, is Rivers. On the first play of the drive, looking deep for Melvin Gordon, and it's caught by Gordon, and he gets to the 34, and the Raiders are going to start calling timeouts, which is interesting. It's a blessing in disguise, but the Chargers didn't use that second timeout, as the Raiders are now using timeouts. The Chargers are in field goal range here on 3rd and 6, as Rivers hands it off to Melvin Gordon. He does not get the first down, but Matt Prater and the field goal unit will most likely come on the field. The Chargers decided to use a timeout, not so they didn't want to be timed. As Prater, this is for the game. 43-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is right down Main Street, and the Chargers will walk away this game with a W by a final score of 20-19. It went down to the wire, and Matt Prater delivered in a big way.